to continue what I had written. We skip past the universal laws of unity and settle for comfort or the familiar. Unfortunately, this doesn't work well for us when we're met with resistance and realize that something isn't right. A spirit of trouble unfolds and starts to spoil your good manners or amplifies the bad ones. Agreeing to disagree is healthy, but agreeing to satisfy isn't. At times, we must shake the tree to loosen the fruits and pick up the ones that's healthy for us and discard the unhealthy ones. Sorting the fruits can be misleading because not all of them will reveal the rottenness that's in the core. It's the same with relationships and finding the common grounds of unity between them. When some shaking happens, the purity will come out. It's up to us to accept whatever is revealed and make the proper adjustments. And the scripture that I wrote behind that one was from Amos 3:3, and it says, "Can two walk except they are agreed?" So if we agree with a movement that's going to cause us to destroy what has been built, those who had gone before us, to bring change, to desegregate um, workplaces, buses, schooling, um, places to eat, stores, then why should we break that down to bring back something that can potentially target us to be destroyed completely? Too much work has been put in to too much work has been put in um, as far as what Black lives truly stand for. We're not a people. I read something, I heard something a long time ago. Not sure who said it, but the quote went something like this: that we have done so much with so little for so long that we are not qualified to do nothing with something now. And like I say, I'm not sure who wrote it, and I might not be quoting it exactly right, but we have done so much with so little for so long. And we have come to a place where we can be counted in everything. But it's up to us. We can't destroy. We can't go around taking our ignorance to the streets and claiming Black Lives Matter. Black lives absolutely do matter. But why? Why do our lives matter? Are we culturally adjusted to who we are? Do we put significance in our lives? Do we fight um, through emotions, or do we fight through common sense so that we can make others understand? Listen, you can't view me like that because that's how you want to. My youngest son and I were talking the other day, and he had asked me my opinion about a video that he had watched. And he's in the military right now. He's an airman, um, and he's loving what he does. So he said, "Mom, I watched this, and I wanted your opinion." And we spoke, and he brought out some points to me that made me think it's not everyone who will jump on the bandwagon just because. And just because he's much younger, he's a millennial, as we often say, well, the millennials, they do this and they do that. But it's not the truth that they do all things negative. Um, he has a mind of his own. He's a thinker. He's very aware of what's going on in the world, and he notes things for himself. So what I had written to him was, we can't be what they have made us out to be. They have stripped us of all humanity, dignity, humanness, of being human beings, and try to make us out to be animals. So we don't have to continue to carry that generational curse and resort to acting like animals. He said exactly. So all of our lives matter, but as a culture of Black people, we have to transfer our wealth. We have to transfer what we know. My oldest daughter and I were talking about that. Well, they have died and they didn't tell us a lot of things. So, some have and a lot haven't. We can't take what we lacked and make it a part of what they should lack. We should encourage our children to be educated, to be a part of society, productive members of society. Stand up and speak your mind. My grandson and I were talking the other day, and he said, well, everything starts with an opinion. I said, yes, we all have them, but most things starts with a judgment to cause opinions to come. You look at someone or you look at something and you judge it. And then based on what you judge or see, you form your opinion. So my opinion is this: Black lives do matter, but we must stand up and do something different. We must allow our children to want to be different, to be a part of life all the way around, and to lock arms with one another. We all aren't going to get along, and we know that. That's just nature. That's just a universal thing. But can we bring substance to our lives? Can we bring scruples to our lives? Integrity, unity, trust, some peace, bonding together, not to fight with violence, but to fight with sense, with common sense, with intelligence, speak prolifically, harbor something in your heart that is right and not according to what others put in your head. That's why you have to spend some quality time by yourself. When the Lord separates you and He wants to get you to a different place, a different level, He separates you and He gives you wisdom. It's okay to have knowledge about something, but you must use wisdom coupled with that knowledge. So that's my opinion on that. I'm going to move right along from that. What I really wanted to talk about today, I'll talk about it some other time. But be blessed, everyone. This little prayer cloth sitting above me. My friend from prison had actually sent this to me. He and I have been friends for a little over 30 years. And he served a lot of his time in prison since I've known him. And he thinks about me. When I told him that I had breast cancer, I used to always tell him, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. No matter what you go through, I'm praying for you. So that's all he's telling me. We got you, Mama. We love you. We are praying for you. And this is the little thing that he sent me. I guess he had somebody draw it for me, and he sent it to me. But I'm blessed to have people like him in my life, to know that he cares enough. And that's that locking arm, and that's that loyalty. Something that our culture kind of lacks also is loyalty. We are loyal to the wrong things. Talking about snitches get stitches and all this nonsense. But we are quick to go against one another. Amazing. Whew. Defund the police, but we call the police so much into our own communities. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. So why can't we come together, build memorials, make ourselves notice for what our God-given gifts, something God has placed inside of us, and know that we all have our time. We can join each other and push one another up, pull one another up, and enjoy life as it is. But still, to get back to him, yeah. So he sent me this little prayer cloth with the hands on the cross, and I appreciate him very much. He's a true friend, very, very loyal, very loyal. And I love him just for who he is. Um, we've been through a lot when we were out there in the street. He watched me grow. He watched me. He encouraged me to be better. He told me something that no one had ever spoke to me in my life. He said, "You are a unique person." And my heart almost melted. And that was around the time that I knew that I wanted to stop getting high. And he had been that friend for me. Always spoke something positive. Always gave me something positive to look at. And was very concerned about me getting my children back. But he had his own lifestyle and he had to go through what he had to go through. And now he's in prison because of it. And I love him nonetheless. And I still write him and we talk on the phone. We send each other emails and I appreciate him. So be blessed, everyone. And that's what we need more in our culture, is to be loyal and dedicated and love on each other, appreciate one another for who we are, support one another, pray for one another, encourage each other to pull out our God-given talents and utilize them to the best of our ability, and just to keep moving forward. So be blessed, have a great day, and continue to strive for what is right. Don't fight a cause that could ultimately lead you to destruction. Because Muhammad Ali, amazing man, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. fought a cause to lead to our freedom. Malcolm X spoke his piece, and he was very strong in his beliefs, but that was still part of leading to our freedom. So many people during that time, and so many different names that they're there, they just don't want to come out. But those two names, they fought. Marcus Garvey, they went against him, brought accusations and lies against him, sent him back to his country, almost ran him back to his country. Like I said, so many names, so many. So maybe we need to adopt that spirit of unity, love, speaking up for a cause that's going to help us and not destroy us. Be careful for what we ask for, because when it comes, we won't be prepared to deal with the consequences that comes behind it. So have a great day, everyone. And as I say and say over and over again, be blessed. Be intentional. Be ready to allow wisdom to guide you, and not just opinions just because you have one and have a mouth to speak them. But allow wisdom to guide you. Have a great day, and do all you can do.